The Tennessee Titans 2020 first-round pick Isaiah Wilson is quickly entering Demetrius Underwood level bust territory. The number 29 overall selection, monster right tackle coming out of Georgia, recently tweeted and then deleted, quote, "I'm done with football as a Titan. No further comments." End quote. And it could be the culmination of one of the worst seasons for a first-round pick in NFL history. He played 4 snaps, quattro. That's it. And then the rest of his rookie season, he was placed on COVID-19 reserve twice for questionable contact tracing. Jumped off a balcony at a Tennessee State University party. Was arrested for DUI in September. Suspended week 13 against the Browns for violation of team rules, and then ended the season on the non-football injury list, which usually is just a way for you to, hey, get away from the team. Like, we're not formally suspending you, but just get away from us. That's basically what it was. Last week, Titans GM John Robinson was asked about Wilson's future with the Titans, and he said this, quote, "That's going to be on him. I know what the expectation level is here, and it's no different than any other player on the football team. We have a certain standard that we want players to prepare and perform at professionally and as people, and there's a lot of work to be done there." Titans are probably going to end up cutting him and incur $5.4 million in dead cap. It's a shocking turn of events, and it's unfortunate because I liked Wilson as a prospect. I wasn't insane about him, but I did think that he would be a nice third-round selection. I'm a little bit surprised when he did go 29. I thought maybe top 75 would be the best spot for him. And this all strikes me as just massive immaturity, massive levels of entitlement, because coming out of high school, he was a 5-star all-world recruit coming out of Brooklyn. Had everything handed to him. And then at Georgia, he was a big man on campus, literally. And he has talent. He's an absolute monster at his size, plus explosiveness. Good athlete. Kind of is the second coming of Phil Lodeholt at that right tackle spot. 2019 at Georgia, posted an 80.4 PFF grade while allowing only 9 pressures and 1 sack. He and Andrew Thomas formed a nice tackle duo there for the Bulldogs. But you just don't know how handing millions of dollars to a 22-year-old kid is going to make them act. Partying, run-ins with the law, breaking team rules, not taking his profession and craft seriously. But I think if you think that how you or I would have dealt if we would have been handed millions of dollars at age 22, probably not great. But also, this happens hundreds of times every single draft season where these guys come in from college to the pros and then they act professionally. Wilson is a massive outlier, and just, it's unfortunate, right? So he needs to grow up, man the F up, sack up, and if he wants to remain in this league, because his career is hanging by a string. And it does sort of remind me of Bryant McKinney. Of course, us Vikings fans know him very well, where Bryant McKinney was kissed by God. He had feet like a ballerina and could move even at 380 pounds if he was announced, right? But he had more love for the things that the game brought him as opposed to being in love with the game, right? And I think that Wilson is in a similar spot. Now, certainly not as talented as Bryant McKinney, but yes, the question is, should the Vikings be in? So I am not trading for him. Absolutely 0% chance of that. I'm not giving up draft capital, and I'm not picking up the remainder of a contract of a first-round pick. 4 years, $11.6 million. No, absolutely not. But if and when they do cut him, maybe. Maybe. So there's not going to be a bidding war. They might even be able to get him on the league minimum or on like a futures contract, because even if he wants to play football, I mean, that is the big question. But it is a one strike and you're out policy. By the way, you're not coming in to start. You're not supplanting Brian O'Neill. You're coming in bottom of the roster. You are 90th man out of 90. Don't even have 90 dudes on the 9-man roster. Don't care. You're number 90. You're going to work your way up from the practice squad to the third team. Maybe you become a backup, and we'll see how much you actually do want to play the game and if you're serious. And I think it would be a low risk dart throw. Some team is going to make this play, because talent will always get you second or third chances. But I think this is it, because this is going to be a one strike and you're out policy. One incident with the law, or not putting in full effort, or not following team rules, or just effing around, you are gone. And it's probably going to be your last shot in the league. Hopefully you enjoy the Fan Control Football League. Great. And Wilson, He might need some tough love, not enablers. And Mike Zimmer, respect, is a tough love guru. He is. So, hey, look at me. Kid, you have a few years to make not only life-changing money, but generational changing money, completely changing your family tree. But you're pissing it away because you want to party, because you don't want to work, because you want to be immature. How's it going to feel when you're 40 and you're broke? And what could have been, what you could have done on the football field in your career financially, but it's gone. Finito. You got to decide if you want to play or not, because you have so much God-given talent. Are you going to use it or not? You pick, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, trade, no. But picking him up for the league minimum after the Titans inevitably cut him coming up, maybe. But your thoughts, Isaiah Wilson, Vikings? ? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post something in Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.